What's going on guys, Crafty Rick here. Today I'll show you how to make your own Fallout bobbleheads with SRC products. Alright, we're starting with this Vault Girl body I sculpted months ago. We're gonna use the Vault Girl heads from one of the previous videos I made. You should go check it out. I'm using one of those recasts. I made them in a scale that I could use for action figures and bobbleheads. Now I grab some modeling clay and start shaping it into a rectangular slab. I make it big enough to fit the whole body. The goal here is to cover it halfway with clay. Once that step is done, I start using a sculpting tool to flatten the clay as evenly as possible. And then I go around the edge of the figure with a silicone sculpting tool. I make registration keyholes with the sculpting tool as well. Then start to add channels made with a different color of modeling clay. These channels are for pouring resin and releasing air bubbles. So I make sure to get the undercut parts of the figure. With everything in place, our first half of this mold is done. I use a cardboard box and a plastic bag to create a makeshift container for this mold. I slide the slab into place and make sure to cover any openings around the edges. Let's start making the mold with Cast-A-Mold 25T. I'm using this product along with silicone thinning agent to create a slightly softer mold. Follow the directions and do not use more than 5% on your base silicone. I add it carefully and mix thoroughly. You can feel the difference right away. Now you can add your activator, in this case 1/10 of the total base silicone. Mix thoroughly until you achieve a solid color and don't forget to wear protection. Let's spray this half with Pol-Ease release agent. And then we pour our silicone. For this project, the goal is to use as little silicone as possible. We're gonna pour a few layers, and I'm also adding some repurposed chunks of silicone from an old mold. These help as filler and reduce the amount of material needed. I cover them up with more silicone and then add more silicone bits. I do one last layer and add some bigger chunks on top to act as registration keyholes for one of the future steps. Once fully cured, I spray it with release agent. Now I'm using Fabri-Cast 50 to create a hard shell that will encase this mold. Mix equal parts and work quickly, this resin cures fast. Let's flip it over and expose the opposite side by carefully cutting the box and bag. Now we can start removing the clay little by little. Our first half looks good, it only needs minor cleanup. This half also gets sprayed with release agent. And we repeat the same process as before with the silicone layers. This method really helps cut down the amount of silicone used for a new mold. And we also add registration keys for this side. While the mold cures, I went ahead and used Moldo 30P for a base I sculpted out of modeling clay. This is the base for our Bobblehead. It is shaped like the Vault-Tec doors. The mold looks good to go. Now we spray it with release agent and pour Fabri-Cast 50. That creates a quick base for our figure. I love using these products for quick turnarounds. The silicone is fully cured, so it gets more release agent, and then we pour a thick layer of Fabri-Cast 50 resin. I let it sit for 15 minutes and remove the cardboard and plastic bag. Check this out, each resin layer can be removed and it will act as a hard shell for your mold. It looks like our halves fused again, but no big deal. I'm using a box cutter and a hobby blade to start cutting the mold in half. These sharp hobby blades are awesome for releasing sculptures from the block of silicone. I try to keep it down the middle and then release the figure. Perfect, it should get the job done. Now I use spray release agent and let it dry. Time to experiment with this new product. I'm gonna try a different application for this resin. It is a 1:1 mix ratio, but not necessarily intended for thick applications. Luckily, this figure isn't too big, so I don't anticipate any mishaps. Mix thoroughly and scrape all your container sides. I like to use resin ink to help me visualize how well the resin has been mixed. Once it is a uniform color, I grab a brush and brush it on the crevices of the mold. Making sure that I get all those hard to get areas. I sandwich my mold back together and use rubber bands to secure it firmly. As an additional step, I wrap the mold with shrink wrap just in case there's any leaks on the mold. And now, using a syringe, I slowly inject the mold with resin, trying to avoid injecting bubbles. It is challenging to see when it's full. You have to trust the process and know that when full, the resin in the mold will leak out of the air release ducts. Lightly squeezing it also helps identify if it's full or not. I let it cure for 24 hours and now we can face the moment of truth. I slowly open the mold, revealing the figure inside. And look at that. An almost perfect casting. The thumb is a little messed up, but it's an easy fix. And there is no damage on the mold. Now we remove all these stamps and clean up the figure with the hobby blade. There's minimal flash on this casting, which can also be easily removed. We put our parts together and it looks good to go. I use green stuff to fix the thumbs up part. And drill a hole on the neck. That's where the spring for the head will go. I also drill a hole on the head. That's where the spring will set in place. We got plenty of Bobblehead action. Now I prime it with black spray paint. After it has dried, we proceed to paint her. I'm using a basic color scheme since this is a cartoonish style sculpture. Within the Fallout universe, Vault Boy, in this case Vault Girl, is the corporate mascot for Vault-Tec Corporation, the company responsible for the vaults meant to protect the population from nuclear war. Vault Girl has transitioned from a niche RPG character to a global pop culture icon. She represents the retro-futuristic aesthetic, a vision of the future through the lens of the 1950s. I absolutely loved working on this character and making her from scratch with traditional sculpting methods. I add a few extra touches and details and screw on the head. And she is done. A one-of-a-kind Fallout Vault Girl bobblehead. And that is it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.